Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a fantastic Tuesday, a beautiful day to sit down, grab a massive cup of coffee, and dive into the absolute chaos that is our favorite soap. We've got some wild predictions and spoilers for July 23, and honestly, you might want to brace yourselves because things are getting incredibly messy in LA. Let's just jump right into it. So let's start with the younger crowd because honestly, the Forrester family is really starting to get on my nerves with how they are treating Electra. They are making it crystal clear to her exactly where they stand regarding her and Will Spencer. And by making it clear, I mean they are basically ganging up on her like a pack of wolves in designer suits. We have seen both Ridge and Eric literally demanding that she give up Will. Like, who do they actually think they are? I know they are the patriarchs of the family and the heads of the company, but dictating who this young woman can and cannot date? It's just so incredibly controlling. Electra has been standing her ground, though. She keeps insisting that she loves Will. She keeps looking them in the eye and saying that her feelings are real and valid. But I have a strong feeling about where this is going for the July 23 episode. I think this time, Electra might actually do it. I think she might officially end things with Will. But here is the kicker, and this is so important for her character arc. I think she's going to make it very clear that it is her choice. She is not doing it because Eric and Ridge ordered her to like she's some sort of obedient employee. She is doing it because it's what she wants to do, or at least she's going to frame it that way to keep her dignity intact. And when you really zoom out and think about it, it makes total sense from a psychological standpoint for Electra. She just spent weeks dealing with the absolute nightmare of her Aunt Ivy manipulating her life. Remember a few episodes ago when Dylan and Daphne finally exposed that Ivy hid that letter and totally sabotaged Electra and Will? Electra was furious. She was betrayed by her own blood. She even threatened to quit Forrester Creations if Steffi didn't fire Ivy. She hates being manipulated. She hates being controlled by older family members who think they know best. So now, having Eric and Ridge breathing down her neck and telling her what to do with her heart? It's just trading one controlling family member for two others. Maybe she looks at the whole situation, the constant fighting, the fact that Will and RJ literally got into a physical scuffle at the office recently, and she just thinks, I cannot do this anymore. The drama is too much. RJ has been hovering around her, kissing her hands, acting like he's God's gift to women while channeling his inner Massimo Moroni, and Will is just fiercely jealous. It's exhausting. She might just want peace. But it breaks my heart because you can tell she really does love Will. It's just that the Spencer and Forrester feud is a toxic cloud that ruins everything it touches. But let's pivot to the older generation, because if you thought the kids were messy, the adults are completely losing their minds right now. Brooke. Oh my goodness, Brooke Logan. So Brooke comes back early from the wellness center, and guys, she does not look well at all. She looks terrible, honestly. You'd think a wellness center would make you look rested and glowing, but she looks like she hasn't slept in a week and is running entirely on pure rage, anxiety, and espresso. And what is the very first thing she does upon her return? She starts screaming at Katie. She is just relentlessly yelling at her younger sister. Katie happens to be at the Forrester mansion checking on Eric after this big incident, and Brooke just completely lays into her without even taking a breath. Let's talk about this incident with Eric for a second. So apparently Eric got hit in some sort of altercation. Yes, hit. Katie is there because despite all the corporate warfare, she is genuinely worried about him. But Katie is also Katie, so she's still holding on to some serious resentment. She is still really upset about that interview Eric did where he was talking about her to the press. I mean, can you blame her? Business is business. as Katie likes to argue, but dragging family into the media is always going to sting. So Katie is standing there looking at Eric, and she tells him that she is so sorry he got hit. She's trying to be the bigger person, trying to show some compassion despite the interview drama. And what does Brooke do? Brooke swoops in like a bird of prey and accuses Katie of wanting this fight. Brooke literally looks at Katie and says, "You wanted this." And honestly, I am just sitting here screaming at my screen because the hypocrisy is absolutely blinding. Has Brooke completely forgotten what she did like 5 minutes ago in soap time? Did she get amnesia at the wellness center? Because I clearly remember Brooke slapping Katie across the face. A full-on, open-handed, dramatic soap opera slap. And not only that, she lunged at her. She lunged at her sister with clear, malicious intent. She was ready to throw down and physically fight Katie over this whole business with Hope, Liam, and the fashion lines. Let's not forget, Brooke is the one who recently made a seductive offer to Ridge to try and steal Steffi's co-CEO chair to protect Hope. Brooke is the one stirring the pot. Brooke is the one getting physical, and yet she has the absolute audacity to stand in the Forrester living room and tell Katie that Katie is the one who wants a fight. It is infuriating. It is classic Brooke, always playing the victim while holding the smoking gun, but it still makes my blood boil every single time. Meanwhile, Donna is there. Sweet, naive, peacekeeping Donna. She is literally holding on to a crumpled Eric. She is hovering over him like he is on his deathbed and about to take his last breath. But let's be real here, you guys. Eric is fine. He looks no worse for wear. He's a little shaken up. Maybe his pride is hurt more than his body, but he is completely fine. This is all just absolute nonsense. It's a theatrical performance at this point. Donna is crying and fussing. Eric is acting like a wounded soldier. Brooke is screaming. Katie is trying to defend herself. And it's just a circus. A complete and utter circus. I love Donna, I really do, but sometimes she needs to just take a step back and let these people fight their own battles instead of constantly trying to smooth over the cracks in a foundation that is completely shattered. She already warned Katie about starting a family feud over poaching Hope, and now the feud is here, and it is physical, and it is ugly. And speaking of physical and ugly, we absolutely have to talk about Ridge. Because if Brooke is the queen of hypocrisy today, Ridge is definitely the king. Ridge is standing around, probably nodding along with Brooke, acting like the moral authority of Los Angeles. Has Ridge forgotten that just the other day, he marched his arrogant self right into Spencer Publications and punched Bill Spencer right in the face? He literally assaulted a man in his own office? And he has the nerve to lecture anyone about peace or proper behavior? Ridge is out of control. He is so stressed about Brooke wanting Steffi's job and Liam pressuring Hope to leave for Katie's new Logan company that he is just lashing out with his fists. And who was there trying to de-escalate that situation? Katie. Poor Katie. She was right there at the Spencer office trying to calm things down, trying to get Ridge and Bill to stop acting like territorial cavemen fighting over a piece of meat. She was desperately trying to smooth things over, but of course, it didn't work. It never works. These men are so driven by their egos and their decades-old rivalries that they cannot see reason. So Katie tries to stop Ridge from killing Bill, and then she goes to the Forrester mansion to check on Eric, and she just gets yelled at by Brooke for her troubles. It is a thankless job being Katie Logan right now, I swear. She is just taking hits from all sides, emotionally and verbally. So where does this leave us for July 23? It leaves us in a giant, messy, beautiful disaster of an episode. The Forrester versus Spencer war is not just brewing anymore. It has fully boiled over and is making a huge, sticky mess all over the stove. You have Ridge punching Bill. You have Brooke slapping Katie. You have Eric and Ridge bullying Elektra into dumping Will. It is an all-out generational war. And honestly, I am tired. I have been covering this show for so long, and sometimes you just see these cycles repeat and you want to pull your hair out. But at the same time, I can't look away. I care too much about these characters. I want to see Elektra stand up for herself. I want to see Katie finally put Brooke in her place and not back down. I want to see Will fight for the woman he loves instead of letting his family's toxic history dictate his future. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Brooke and Ridge. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. They are fiercely protective of their family and their legacy. Ridge sees Bill as a threat, always has. Brooke sees Katie's business moves as a direct attack on Hope's future, especially with Liam whispering in Hope's ear. They are acting out of a twisted sense of love and preservation. But their methods are just so incredibly toxic. You can't just go around punching and slapping people when you don't get your way. This isn't the Wild West. It's a high-end fashion house in Beverly Hills. But I guess logic left the building a long time ago. I really hope the writers give Elektra a powerful moment. If she is going to break Will's heart, I want her to do it with strength. I want her to look Eric and Ridge in the eye and say, I am doing this for me, not for you. You don't own me. That would be such a great payoff for her character after all the Ivy drama. And as for the Logan sisters, I don't see them reconciling anytime soon. Brooke lunging at Katie is a line that you don't just uncross. That is deep, deep resentment bubbling to the surface. It's going to take a lot more than a chat over iced tea to fix that relationship. So yeah, buckle up, you guys. The July 23 episode is going to be a bumpy ride. We have tears, we have shouting matches, we have crumpled patriarchs, and we have broken hearts. It is classic, bold, and the beautiful. And I will be right here, probably staring at my screen and pulling my hair out, ready to talk about it all over again with you tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you think Elektra should do, and if you are Team Brooke or Team Katie in this latest sisterly showdown, because honestly, I change my mind every 5 minutes. See you next time.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.